Kalimera everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Yanis.
Good morning, Kalimera.
Kalimera. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another market update. Today is the 25th of June. A little bit earlier today, so we are inside the Asian session. Me and John, we're going to have a look on the markets. Let's bring the music, as always. We don't like the silence. So here's
Bring up the tunes. Bring up the tunes.
let's bring the tunes up. There we are. Very nice. Okay, cool. So that's a little bit in the background just to kill the silence. We don't like silence. Here we go. Right, okay, ladies and gentlemen, today's stream and tomorrow is going to be a bit early, so most of you are probably asleep right now, and we're not going to waste any time at all whatsoever, and we're going to go straight away and have a look what is going on with Bitcoin, because the ceasefire, it looks that it gives a little bit of breathe for the markets. Right, let's have a look. So yesterday we were monitoring the first rejection of 105.8, okay, and then it dropped down, and the second attempt, it was expected that it's going to get rejected and it's going to come down lower, right? And now we had the third attempt and the fourth attempt that is breaking loose, so to say. It's breaking free from 105.8. Now the question is how long can it stay above 105.8? Okay. Now we always say, what will we say? We say that we always want to take the opportunities, any opportunities. If Bitcoin wants to move, we want to make sure that we catch the opportunity, right? Also, I said, and I'm a little bit on standby of that if I don't see Bitcoin that it will not reclaim 105.8, okay, I will still have that short-term shorts enabled and going through, okay, because we spoke about yesterday the structure that we have so far, okay. We've got these highs, lower highs in this region, okay, lower highs in the region, equal highs in this region, lower highs, okay, and now we're breaking into the same area, 105.8. And I said, if we cannot reclaim 105.8 anytime soon, my short-term shorts will still be on the go. Now that we have the ceasefire, okay, and the NATO summit is on the go, so let's hope that things are going to stabilize a little bit, and we're going to see that the prices, they're going to rise. Now, the ceasefire is supposed to be in effect for 12 hours. There was a little bit anxiety was going on, let's say, the first hours of the ceasefire. They all agreed for the ceasefire. Israel agreed, Iran agreed, and then all of a sudden, there were rockets in Israel. Now, what is the truth behind it? I don't know 100%, but I do have some information that they, Iran, before the ceasefire, they had rockets in the air, so they say. So they had rockets like 14 minutes, 15 minutes before the ceasefire to be in effect. There were rockets in the air anyway at that time, and one, let's say, reached in Israel, and as President Trump said, that that rocket did not land anyway in Israel, and then Israel returned fire. So that was a little bit upsetting, so to say, that immediately when you have a ceasefire, you still have live rounds in the chamber. So let's hope that it's gonna last, because this is the always critical thing, that ceasefires, we don't know who's going to break it, right? So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay, we'll see. Right, okay, so we're not gonna spend any time. I'm looking at the news, but I don't see anything worth mentioning. Just United States is asking for Israel not to attack right now Iran. So let's see how that goes. Now we have this interesting. It's 6 o'clock my local time, 6:30. So we are deeply inside the Asia session. Okay, and we see some movement on the Bitcoin. We want to make sure that we retest and we stay above 105.8 if we want to remain bullish in general. Okay, there it is. Here are the clocks. You can see that this time we were way far away from the EU session. We are deeply inside Japan, Shanghai, Hong Kong, and Singapore. Okay, Forex. What it's doing, it was increasing inside the night. Index, we can see here that it was rising just a little bit. Let's have a look at it on the stocks. You can see that we have a major drop in the stocks, especially towards the closing. So you can see that the stocks in the United States was going down. Commodities, we're going to have a look on our own trading view charts. Okay, so there it is. Now Asia, let's have a look after midnight my local time. Okay, so we have Asia movement. Okay, this is it. This is the Asia opening, 3 o'clock, pushing all the way up, taking a little bit the highs. Okay, they took all these highs from here. It pushed up a little bit. Now it's coming down, and we want to retest, let's say, the support on 105.8, and ideally we would like, as we approaching towards the end of the market, that we want to see maybe a last spike, a last move up to maybe take out 109 and go all the way up to 122. I don't know. I don't know how things are a little bit fragile here, so I'm not really sure about this. So I'm waiting to see if we're going to retest 105.8 and hold and trying to take the all-time highs. Okay, take out the all-time high to clear the highs, and then maybe find some support, continue a little bit to 122. That will be the ideal scenario, but first we need to make sure that we're going to stay above 105.8. Yesterday we went to this area. Today here we are, we're just a little bit above. We took these highs. This liquidity has been taken out. So now let's see if Asia, towards the closing, so to say, let's hope that Asia is going to stay above 105.8. Okay, let's see how that goes. Now for people that I'm still looking on this area here. This is in a different chart. I'm trying to compare the price action with the open interest. We can see that from yesterday, okay, when the let's say the ceasefire took effect, we can see that the open interest slowly is rising. Okay, which is kind of bringing confidence inside the market, right? So we can see that the price is slightly reacting to this open interest. It's not a sudden move to the upside, but slowly we can see that it's a build up and it's going towards the upside. Okay, let's see and let's hope that the interest is going to stay there. Okay, and we're going to see open interest still rising. For the people that they love the ranges, today as the next day, we have the daily open. Okay, on Wednesday we have a daily open exactly where the Monday high is. Okay, and we can see that the price right now is just above the daily open and Monday high. Once again, it took out the liquidity that's been sitting there, and we want to see that it's going to stay above and then continue trying to target the next level, which is going to be the 6 month and the 12 month highs. Okay, if not, if it's going to come down and lose the Monday high, then the next target is going to be weekly 50% and Monday 50%. Okay, so let's hope for the best. Okay, we need to react to the markets as they come. Now the long-term chart, we can see again the weekly candle is, it did open below the range. Today as Wednesday, once again we above the range. If I zoom in a little bit here, we can see that the candle open here. We have that little gap here that we need to investigate what's going to happen with that gap, right? The opening and the closing are not on the same level. However, the closing of this candle, perhaps it's Wednesday, still early to talk about the closing of this candle, but let's hope that this candle, if we are still a little bit bullish towards the end of the cycle, and let's hope that it's going to take out 109. Okay, we need to see that that candle is going to still perform and printing above the golden line. Okay, we want to close anywhere above that golden line. Let's have a look a little bit on the CME. Okay, so here are the gaps that we were monitoring yesterday. There it is. So that yellow gap still exists. So I'm going to turn these into red. Okay, still exists. Here it is. The price is way above that CME gap, so I'm going to put the highest price, 103. That one here, it's okay. I'm going to delete that. It's part of that. I'm going to leave it there. Just a reminder. It's part of the same CME gap anyway. We spoke about this one yesterday. And also now we have a new gap. Look at that gap here. So I'm going to create that one there. It is not finalized. Okay, this is still printing. So I'm going to put this one as a yellow because it's still ongoing. Okay, so we've got extra CME gaps on the way. And we know that, once the market is moving very aggressively between sessions and it creates these gaps, we do know that this is unfinished business and that the price is going to come back to these areas sometime in the future, right? So the more gaps we have, the more that we need to be aware. Okay, Ethereum is trying to move as well as claiming levels as 2,375. Okay, so let's have a look. That was Tuesday, early hours on Tuesday, and that was technically the level that we were monitoring yesterday on our live shows, right? And now we can see that inside the Asia session, they're trying to push back, not aggressively. I cannot see a big move yet. Let's hope that Ethereum is going to target the next level, which is going to be 2,500. Okay, I'm just updating the lines, extend the lines to make sure that we're going to monitor these. This is the 45-minute time frame. This is the relationship between Ethereum and Bitcoin. Once again, we're just here under the range. Okay, so let's hope that that chart is going to break that range, and we're going to see Ethereum overperforming Bitcoin and trying to target the 50% of the range, and after that claiming that range and then trying to attack the top of the range. So far we are at the bottom of the range and it's struggling to go through. Okay, so that's the first so to say the first objective for Ethereum and Bitcoin chart is that we need to see that Ethereum is going to break and get inside that range. Otherwise, if it's going to get rejected, there's a high possibility that we're going to see continuation to the downside. That means Bitcoin's going to be dominant once again. That's it from the majors right now. So as we speak, we can see that Bitcoin is dropping. This is the 15-minute time frame. There it is, the 15-minute time frame. Very, very slow progress. Okay, very, very slow progress to the upside. There you have it. Let's see how Asia is going to close. Okay, let's see how Asia is going to close. Now, just one more observation. Look at what happened with oil. We can see that oil, this is a 12-hour time frame. We can see that after the attacks, after the heavy attacks, we can see that oil from 74, 77 and 74, that region we see now drop under the 66. So let's hope that oil will continue to come lower. Okay, so that is going to be good news, because we saw a rise taking in place just before the attacks. That's inside the attacks, and now that the attacks are on the ceasefire and the talks are taking place, the talks, we can see that the price is dropping. So let's hope that things will go in a better direction, and with the NATO not taking any actions, and let's see how that will carry on. We're going to see what's going to happen next in a few days. It's a good sign that we see oil going down. Okay, it means no tension. It's going down, and let me have a look a little bit on VIX and see what are we doing with the fear. Is the fear dropping from the market? Here are the levels that we were monitoring yesterday. Let me go down to a smaller time frame, and you can see that we have a huge gap, right? And we are under 18. That is good news. We wanted to stay under the 18. We are 17.5, right? We are 75. Look at that huge gap that took place, right? That is good. That's good news. When the market is under the 18, I have marked the levels that we need to pay attention. Okay, so anything between 12 over 18, we're going back into the normal range. Okay, there it is. I can pull, if you like, I can make a rectangle, a nice lovely green rectangle, okay, to mark the safe zones. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the lowest price as 12 and the highest price as 18, and I can make these like really very long. So I'm going to make these to 100,000, and I can make these a little bit progression. Let's give it some room. There you have it. Okay, so we have a green area. I'm going to make it a bit lighter, not to be giving us a hard time to read these. There it is. I can't do something like that. I'm going to remove the middle line. We don't need it. It's like a zone, and then we can create another rectangle, and I'm going to put this one as yellow, right? And I will make these from 18 all the way up to 25, and that will give us a visual aid, so to say, and it can help us and see where we are, right? And the danger, let's say I can put, you get the idea. We're just going to create rectangles here with different colors. It's not a rainbow, but we're going to put the traffic light colors, right? Green, yellow, amber, and red, so to say. So extreme fear or high fear, we can put from 25 to 35. So that's going to be all the way up to 35, not 37, 35, and it's going to start from 25. And the color is going to be something like red. Okay, there you have it. Red, and again trying to make it as large as possible, and that way you can have these lovely rectangles locked as well, make sure they don't drift. Okay,
and that spike, that is on the left, what's the ratio of that? Not the one, the bigger one.
That one, I think that was 50. No, it's still 2025. So that was March when everything started dropping. That was almost 60, right? And it's in a panic zone. Now, panic zone, I can make it white, like a gray. Okay, so I can make anything above 35. We can make this a gray zone, like we shouldn't, we shouldn't be playing around in there, so to say.
That was on May.
Yep, March. So let's take this lowest as 35, and then I'm going to put that maximum to 100. Okay, and that is going to be minus. Well, it doesn't matter what it's going to be, but yeah, I mean minus, and that's going to be positive. There it is. There we have it. And I can make this, I'll lock that as well. And also make sure that they are going to be always at the background. So it's going to be always behind the chart. That's going to be, a better visual aid. Right, let's click that one and make sure, no, I don't want to delete it. I want to give the visibility to be centered backwards. And the yellow one as well. So we have the candles to be nice and clean and not to be affected by the color. So there we have it. Right, so we are in the green. All right, that's good. So we're monitoring the uptrend. Then we discovered that was going sideways. Okay, so the trend stopped. It got broken, which is very, very good news. And we can see that it's dropping, and now we are under 18. All good, all good. I mean, I can delete these lines. We don't need them anymore. Here we are. Right, and the chart is printing at the back. So we can do the 15. Here we are. We are inside the green zone. That is beautiful, right? That is a nice visual aid for VIX. You don't need to go in, read that table. It's going to be always there. I'm going to leave that table over there, so you don't need to read that anymore. But which is good. It's good. So there's no, the fear is dropping. Okay. Right. Now it's time for Mr. John, our General John, to take over, and he's going to give us his opinion about XRP. Of course, the first one's going to be always XRP. So, John, there you have it. It's all yours. Tell us what is happening with XRP.
Thank you very much. What is happening? As we saw, even the major ones, Bitcoin and Ethereum, we saw that XRP broke that 50% on this parallel channel I have drawn way back from the previous high on the 14th of May.
All right.
And as we see, come on, bear with me. Where are the brushes? Leave those. And as we see, broke at 50% of the parallel channel, also 50% of our G level, and went straight up. Did manage though to go even higher and take that imbalance yet, because it's still on the upside movement. And right now we just wait to see what exactly it will do. If this kind of make us bring us a small correction and then turn around and go take that parallel channel off, and that imbalance that is sitting above the current price right now. Even if it helps, you can also break that level to a smaller one, make it with a 50% on the, or not 4, the 2 I want. There you go. You see that the G levels always work perfectly. What do we see? That is sitting on 50% between those two levels right now. What do we want to see? That XRP, it will build some strength over here and then go to claim that G level that's sitting at 2.28, take that imbalance off and keep going to the upside. Also over here I have a liquidity pool, the previous highs I have marked. So I'm expecting for XRP, once that now all the coins are moving to the upside, I'm expecting for higher prices and claim those levels, higher levels it is right now. For the moment, it's still sitting inside that parallel channel. I will have my parallel channel over here. to have what I always say is about the confirmations, how much levels, also the parallel channels, and then if I saw any break above that parallel channels and see it has enough strength to claim that level, and then I'm expecting to take this liquidity and go to the next one, the next level, that is 2.49. We always says we go level by levels, but right now I'm waiting to see what exactly XRP will do over here. Actually, I will make a small, let me go to the 90 minutes time frame. We have more info over here. If I see, let me bring this level again, so we have a more clearly image. There you go. Also make it bigger one because we don't see any letters over here. There you go. Our 50% now is sitting at 2.17. What do we see? That is sitting above. Is acting one time as a support. Let's see and show us that this has a second time as support. We're gonna have our entry over here until the next level. And what is the distance? It is almost 5%. 5% with the 10x is 50%. So it's a very good one. Right now, if I see that it's sitting above this 50%, then I'll take my entry for the next level above that. That is inside that imbalance. We are on a upside movement for now, as we see, since 22 of June, XRP has made all 15.8% already. Let's hope all of the ceasefire news bring us more higher prices. That's all for XRP. Let's go on hype. As we can see, hype, we see that went way down at 32 and now it's turning around. It's going to the upside. It broke that previous high over here that is sitting at 37.8. Broke that high, but did manage still to go even higher to claim that level at 39.9 over there. The claim also the next previous high. Right now it's like ranging in this level over here. Let's see what exactly it will do. Also, if you can see, I can see it with my eyes, but let me draw to you. What do we see? That is struggling to claim that 50% of that small range that we have over here between those two levels. Right now it's sitting at 38. You can bring those letters even bigger. There you go. Right now it's sitting at 38. It's struggling to claim that 50%. Let's see some strength from hype, and then show us that it has strength to claim that level at the 39.9. We see a change of direction. We took that one high. Let's see the second one, and then we're going for that liquidity that is staying way above over there. Over here, we have a small imbalance because we have over here shown that those wicks over here took some of the balance, but not all of it. Not all of it. Also, we have over here another one, smaller one in balance. And what I always say is that price will chase those imbalances, those unfinished business that, like Thalys says, when he showed to us that CB gaps on Bitcoin. Unfinished business. So what do we see as we speak right now? We have almost 4 minutes for this candle to close. That is printing over here. It's a blue one above the 50%. Now we're expecting how this candle will close. It will sit above and show us that has enough strength to go even higher. That's why I'm always telling you to mark those imbalances, those liquidities, the highs, because we will go in 6-hour time frames or 12 hours time frame. What do we have? We have the previous high. If it breaks that, then we have a change of movement. Actually, over here, hype. This point over here is the all-time high. Let's go to the weekly. There you go, you have it. Here's the all-time high that created on 26th of June. If we break that, then we have a new all-time high, on hype. Let's see. Let's see what hype has to give now. ALCH. It is on a, let me go on a daily time frame. It is on a downtrend movement. What do we see? Come on, over there. What do we see? Went 0.23 and then start to go even lower. Went to the 50% of RG level. Over here created support, went up, but then broke at the 50%, and then with a wick, not with a body, with a wick, and then go again upside, and then has come over on the 50% of RG level. And now, right now, it's like bouncing on the 50%. Doesn't show to us that have weakness or strength to go even higher or weakness even lower. Right now it's like consolidating on the 50% of RT level. Let's go on a 90 minutes time frame. There you go. We can say that actually it's moving like it is a stable coin. It didn't have any strength actually enough to show us that has a movement to the upside. Let me, sorry for a moment. There you go. It's much better. On a 9 minutes time frame, what do we see? Lost at 50%, but we managed to go again above that 50%, and now it's still on that 50%. On the ALCH, we just have to wait and see what ALCH has to given us some confirmation that let me bring this one over here. Even has the strength to go above that trend line over here, break that previous high, and then show us that has enough strength to go even higher. Or also lose that 50% of RG level over here, break the high, the low, sorry, break that low, and then go even lower. The previous G level that we have that is at 0.09. We don't have a clear picture over here what ALCH wants to do. Maker over here, what do we see? When the 65 euros came, we saw a upside movement, a very actually powerful upside movement to the upside, and for now it is consolidated over there. Even didn't manage to go in the 50% of RG level, uh, it's it's ranging, if I can say, in this area. Let me go 4 hour time frame. Can, it is like a small range over here, if you can say. There you go. That is sitting at that price. Let's see actually with our G level what exactly you can also see how the price is moving always in the lower time frames, and we don't have any clue. We bring our G levels over here, and then we have our prices marked. And what we see, break that 50% of the smaller G level, went above, took some rejection on the 2018, went above, managed to claim that level, but did manage to hold that level. And now it's sitting below that 2018. From Maker, we have to see if it managed to claim that level, stay above, and go to the next one, 2114. That is at 50% on a bigger G level that we have marked over here. For the moment, it's like consolidating in this area. Let XRP show us that has enough strength even to break that range that is sitting over here and go even higher. But if someone took that from this level over here, we have, what is the movement that Maker made? Like 20% to the upside when the ceasefire news came out. That's all about Maker. Let's go on Aave. Aave, as we can see, it's going to the upside. Went. Let me break this one to. There you go. After the news, what do we see? Start to climb and go and took that 50% over here. Took that 251 level, and now it's also continuing to the upside with a smaller movement though, but it's still going to the upside. Let Aave show us that has enough strength to go at that 50%, the smallest 50% that we have over here on the G level, stay above that line and go then to the higher level that we have at 293. Right now, because after the news actually went straight above, and now I think also like Maker and Hype, as I saw before, yeah, also the Hype, they have a smaller movement. They don't have the same strength like this previous movement over here. Let's see what exactly we'll do. As we speak right now, I'm on a 90 minutes time frame, 20 minutes for this candle to close. It's printing that to the downside, like a correction. Maybe we see some movement over here to the 50%, make a second support, and then go to try to claim to claim the upper level that we have at 293. Tau. Same about Tau. After the news, the ceasefire, break the level at 310, break that level, did manage although to break that previous high over here, but to break the smaller high, but this high over here didn't manage to break it. As we saw, found some resistance over here, and now it's turning around. Maybe we see some movement again, go at that level at 310, make this as a support, and then go to try again, break that previous high and go with that imbalance that I have marked at 385. We will see. Actually, I think for now that for the alts, because the Bitcoin is moving right now, I think that the alts has small movements, if I can say. Πώς μπορώ να πω, ότι έχουν μπει. Δεν μπορώ να το πω στα αγγλικά αυτό. Έχουν μπει, ξέρεις, εφόσον πήραν την κίνηση απότομα, μπήκαν στο ρελαντί.
Idol. Το ρελαντί είναι idol.
Ναι, αυτό μπορώ να το πω, δηλαδή ότι έχουμε μείνει λίγο σταθερά εκεί.
Μπορεί να το πεις, ναι. Ναι, γιατί όχι. John is trying to explain, guys, that the prices rally and then they go into idle state, which means they don't do any movement. Technically, there's no interest from the investors. So yeah, there's not any big movements because the people on the specific project they not. Let's say they don't do any transactions heavy on it, so they don't buy, they don't sell, so there's no movement.
Yeah, because right now we see movement on the Bitcoin, because I think all the attention, I think right now it's going on Bitcoin. Am I correct?
Yep.
Or no?
I mean, this is what we said the other day as well. Does it really make sense to follow so many altcoins, right? And missing the action from Bitcoin, because remember, I draw the box for the last 6 months and see what the alts are doing for the last 6 months and see what Bitcoin is doing the last 6 months, and then it becomes more clear that it makes more sense for you to stay on Bitcoin. That's my personal opinion. I don't want to.
Yeah. Actually, for the alts, because there are plenty of projects in the coins. If you spread all of them, actually, I think you get lost at the end.
Yeah.
That's why you have to have a list with 10 projects, if I can say, and then you follow. You have the major ones, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then you have another 8 behind that has some point, that has some future, not any meme coins and etc. And I think that's all from me.
Right, cool. Okay.
Let's go back to you.
Right, okay, we're going to keep it nice and clean and neat, guys. Once again, thank you very much for tuning with us and having this market update with us. I'm going to have a very, very brief look. I'm going to close this. I'm going to wrap this with, I'm going to have a look on Bitcoin. Once again, we've seen some price action inside the Asia session that is pushing a little bit higher from 105.8, and you can see that after that they took all these highs that the price is coming down, so they're taking profits. The price is coming down, which is okay. I have no issues with that. I just want to make sure that it's going to be strong enough to stay above 105.8. I don't want to see it going down. If we're going to go, if we're going to go down, so to say, right, then that rule for shorts will still apply, okay? Because this is a high, low, high, low, high, and this is the question: what's going to happen here? Is this a case of taking liquidity and then dropping and come down again? Then technically it's like equal highs and then come down, like it perform a liquidity grab. There is a possibility that it's going to stay above 105 and then keep on pushing to 109. It's more than welcome. Remember, guys, if we gain G levels, if you do a breakdowns according to your time frame that you're using and your style intraday, as long as you're claiming ranges, you go long, you grab any opportunity. Okay, I'm just a little bit cautious because of the heat of what is going on around globally, with Russia and Ukraine and Israel and Iran, United States taking actions and stuff like that. So it's not easy right now to have a midterm, a long-term targets, so to say, right? So I go with the flow. Just follow the trend. If we knew and we understood that we're going to do some rally as a correction, the issue was, if we're going to reach a key level, what is going to happen? Are we going to break above that 50% of the range? Are we going to go above that 105.8 G level? Are we going to continue to the upside? Are we going to target the top of the range? What's going to happen? Okay. Short term, yeah, that was a good, let's say, opportunity to grab some gains. Now I'm going to be a bit cautious. 105.8 is a key level. I want to see support, okay, and continue to the upside for me to continue thinking going long, or I'm going to see a drop. It's all a little bit, too liquid, to be honest, right now, okay. Open interest is increasing a little bit, that's a good sign. VIX is dropping, which is good. The fear is moving away from the market, so you can see that people are trying to push further up. And that's it. I mean, this is so far so good, so to say, right? It's good news, and let's see what's going to happen, in the following hours, because we are still in the Asia session. We have to see what's going to happen with the European session, and if any other actions is going to take place around the world. I hope not. And that's it for today, guys. I'm gonna wish you have a good day, the rest of the day. For our little friends that in Australia, have a good remainder of the day. The people that in the United States right now, have a good night, have a good sleep, good rest.
What time is it in Australia right now?
It's afternoon, so it's getting it's way ahead of us, so it's already afternoon over there. And United States is way back. So speaking of which, what time, let's put Sydney, because I remember that Stelios is in Sydney, so it's 20 past 2 at Sydney, which is afternoon.
Oh, so we say Stelios good evening.
yeah, so he's having a lunch or late lunch.
yeah. And for J-Rock is in the US, right?
Yeah, J-Rock is in the United States, so he's going to be...
It's 20...
It's in the night.
20 past 12, midnight.
Yeah, it's going to be... Yeah, it's in the evening, so we're going to wish him a good rest for him.
Good night.
Yeah, a good night for him. Right.
Okay. Have a great day.
Great day, yep. Okay, guys, that's it from me today. Early update. Early in the morning, and then we're gonna let you go, and we're gonna see you again tomorrow. And always do remember that every day is a good day. John, are you gonna say goodbye?
You finished.
Yeah, I finished.
Have a great day to all of you. Have a great day to you. And see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guys. Take care.